Good evening and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Panda on Panda. It's your favorite and God's favorite, Panda. And you see the background, you see the material. Welcome to High Reads, where we discuss the most salacious Reddit reads, the most interesting Reddit reads, while also partaking in the most interesting cannabis facts. The cannabis strain of the day is gumbo, and gumbo is such a sweet strain, especially for people who are cramping and going through their periods. I have to tell you that this was a blessing to find at the dispensary, and I am not a doctor, so I can't recommend anything. But if you're going through period cramps, gumbo is the way to go. Gumbo is a mixture of green and purple, and it does have a really great smell paired with it. I like weed that has all different types of smells, but I prefer when my weed smells like this. So, not recommending anything, but that's what I liked about gumbo, and it is the perfect strain for what is going on with me right now. All right, guys, let's get into the first high read, and this first high read is by Redditor AIO Flowers 955105. And the question is, am I overreacting? And this is from the subreddit, am I overreacting? Obviously. My boyfriend gets me flowers for every occasion while I get him elaborate and expensive gifts. Okay, let's get into it. My boyfriend used to be a florist. His father was one, and it was like a family business. He now has a corporate job that pays well, but he's still in the family business. The problem is he gets me flowers for every single occasion, whether it be birthday or Thanksgiving, etc. While I appreciate the gesture, I feel like giving me the same gift every single time isn't so exciting, especially considering the fact that I put too much effort, thought, and money towards gifts towards him. Last year, I got him an expensive brand wristwatch for his birthday. Although he didn't write down what he wanted, his hints were more than clear. I felt it was unfair that all I get is flowers. We'll probably keep getting them even after marriage. For my birthday, he got me flowers again. I sort of snapped and confronted him about how disappointed I was. Even after I gave him a wish list with items he can afford to buy, he said I was ungrateful and made me feel like I was in the wrong for how I reacted when I got upset and couldn't let it go. Now he's giving me the silent treatment. Am I overreacting? I'm going to tell you this right now, sis. You know what? Hold on. Let me read the top comments to see what they said. Okay, so the top comments are basically saying that you have to meet and date people who match your dating requirements and your relational requirements and to not settle. And if a man is saying you're doing too much, find a man who's okay with who you are and actually likes you. Okay, so my thing with like gift giving and whatnot, that is something like that is actually your love language. And it seems like you've also like it seems like you've brought it up to him multiple times. And to me, I feel like when you have to bring things up multiple times, it's a little bit disrespectful. Like you gave him a wish list of things that you want for your birthday or like items that he can afford for your birthday. And he still didn't use that, sis. That man hates you. That man hates you. And he's been giving you free flowers for years. How long are they together? Oh my God. Yeah, no. And honestly, after him doing it for like even just a couple of months, if like we go past every holiday and it's a gift of flowers, start giving him flowers back. You should have gave him a flower. Why would you get him something more expensive and you haven't gotten a single gift from this man? You should have gifted him flowers back. This is insane, sis. I don't even know how you got to being engaged. But I kind of agree with the redditors on this one. But Reddit is like so quick to end a relationship and stuff like that. But I really do feel like people should be like more open about what their requirements are for like a relationship. Like if you're somebody who doesn't like to gift give and you don't like the material parts of how a relationship can get, just express that. There is someone who is going to be cheap just like you. Like there is someone for everybody. There is a lid for every pot, literally. So just don't be afraid to express that to a woman. Yes, you might not get the woman that you are dreaming after, but like the woman you're dreaming after is probably somebody who does like stuff. So it's just like you can't force somebody who was already doing that to not have nothing. I'm gonna have to agree with the Redditors with this, where I feel like the relationship is just not gonna last long because he's actively ignoring your love languages and he's actively ignoring your hints. And then he's not even giving you a reason why he's actively ignoring your hints. He's just continuing to give you flowers, even though you sent him a wish list of all the things that you wanted. Honestly, you owe him a fight. You owe him a tussle, really, because it's just crazy how he's just hopping over all of the big hints that you've given him, and then you give him better gifts and he doesn't even take that as a hint as well. Sis, he's playing on your time and he's playing on your top, and he also trying to get you to break up with him. I feel like dudes do that so that you'll break up with them. Like sometimes dudes will like start sabotaging and like doing little things that'll irritate you repeatedly so that you'll leave. I don't know what it is, but sis, it really doesn't seem like he likes you. And sometimes you get accidentally in a relationship with people who don't like you, but as soon as you figure that out,
you sit in shit too long, it stops smelling. So come the fuck out of there.
yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the Redditors. Let's move on. That's insane. This High Reads is brought to you by This Cannabis. Fun fact of the day. Did you know that the first American flag was made out of hemp, a cannabis plant? It's feeling very patriotic. It's giving patriotic. Okay. Am I overreacting? From the subreddit, am I overreacting? Am I overreacting for cutting off my F buddy for sleeping with someone else? This Reddit is by the Grand Gesture 9000. Okay, let's get into it. It sounds juicy. For context, me, female 26, and my F buddy, male 50. That's like a 24-year age difference right off the bat.
Bruh.
So, me and my F buddy have been messing around for about a year. We have this rule where we don't sleep with anyone outside of each other. I don't mind, as I don't care to sleep with more than one guy at a time. So, one day, my F buddy threw away an iPad because he didn't and couldn't get it to work. He's not tech savvy, so I offered to work on it, and he said I can keep it if I fix it. I asked him if there was anything on there I shouldn't see, which he responded no. A few weeks later, I charged it and tried to work on getting it cleaned up and updated. His phone messages were connected to the iPad, and I saw so much shit.
Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh.
I'm attaching the one screenshot I showed him. Okay, I'm gonna view this screenshot. He told me he was talking about her perfume and that he did not sleep with her, and I am overreacting. However, when he even thought I was out with another guy, he had my location at the time. He followed me with the intentions of confronting me. He has told me that he would stop talking to me if I slept with someone else, and that was our one rule. He would always question me, asking if I was seeing someone or if I was deciding to sleep with someone else. I never did, as I respected our one rule and expected the same respect. I also don't know if I'm being naive since he isn't my boyfriend and the conversation before and after the screenshot doesn't say anything else. Am I overreacting by cutting him off and stopping the hooking up? Okay, so the top comments are basically saying that she needs to get tested because the messages were suspicious. Y'all, I'm reading the messages right now. They were suspicious. They were not very spot on, but they were very suspicious to the point where, like, because they're talking about sex, like in the messages. So yeah, like, but it's not like right on the money. Like, it's not saying, oh, we had sex. It's just like talking about the aftermath of stuff. Um, but yeah, maybe I'll post a screenshot. Maybe I won't. I don't know. That might be a bit too much. So everybody is basically saying that you need to get tested, which I agree. Here. You should always get tested, especially if you have someone who's just an F buddy, because an F buddy is like not a safe term. I know y'all think it is, but it's not safe. And that they also think that he broke the rules and wouldn't want you to break them. So basically, you should drop him because of principle. he's just the F buddy. They said you could afford to lose him, and I'm inclined to agree. You can afford to lose this F buddy for sure. Um, I will say this, and this we're gonna have to go all the way back up to him accusing you of cheating. Ladies, if your man or even your F buddy, if your man or even your F buddy accuses you of cheating multiple times, and you can't even cheat on an F buddy. So this is crazy. But if he accuses you of sleeping with other people multiple times, that means that they are sleeping with someone and they are feeling guilty and they're thinking, hey, if I did it, they are likely to do it as well. Like if I did it, they could do it as well. What's the difference? That's literally all it means when he's asking you if you cheated and stuff. Like he's paranoid. He's wondering if his karma is going to come in the same form of how he's dishing it out to other people. And sometimes it is. But yeah, girl, as soon as he started questioning you multiple times, that is a guilty conscience. That is your first red flag. Well, your first red flag actually is dating a man who is 24 years older than you. But I guess he was giving out free iPads, so I don't know. I don't know, sis. It all sounds good. It all sounds good. I don't know what this 50-year-old man is doing for you to the point where you was with him for so long. Like I don't know. And it's like it's not to say that 50-year-olds don't be like having sex, but it's really really strange to go after a 50-year-old just for sex. Like you could literally do that with guys in your 20s. Now, granted, do they get tested in their 20s, men? Not a lot of them. Some of them do, but not a lot of them, guys. We got to be honest. Come on, please don't argue me in the comments, please. But I just feel like, sis, you're using his body for sex and he's 50 years old. It don't make no sense to me. But I'm not an ageist. It makes, like, I would think that you would want to settle down with him. I don't know. It gives he's manipulating you, but y'all aren't even in a relationship. And honestly, him saying that he was going to pull up on you is weird as well. If you're in a situationship and he catches you like sleeping with someone else and he feels like the terms of y'all's agreement have been violated, which I guess means like the terms of your agreement is that you guys cannot sleep with other people and stuff. If he pulls up on you, I just feel like that's kind of boyfriend material, because you could just send me a text message and be like, yeah, we're done and stuff. Heavy on the F and low on the buddy. That's a text message. When he's an F buddy, I do think you are extending way more courtesies than you should. I agree with the Redditors on that one. They ate down on that one. Clark it, sis. Nah, I do think that you should let him go. I hate to side with all the Redditors who are like, oh, um, dump him, because they're so quick to tell people to throw away their relationship and stuff like that. And I don't want to be that type of person on here. But yeah, I have to agree with them, honestly. And I feel like he's manipulating you in other ways. Um he's playing you as a fool, and you're in your early 20s and stuff like that. You should be exploring. Instead, he's exploring you being faithful to a 50-year-old man. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like maybe if he was like 40, I would think less of this. But like, sis, 50, you need to go to therapy. You need to go to therapy. Unless he's rich, then that would kind of make sense. But like, I don't understand. Sis, yeah, it's too much going on out here. And why he just give you a broken iPad? Why couldn't he just get you a new one? I feel like if you dating a 50-year-old, he should be like elevating your life. He should be elevating your life way more than a broken iPad. I'm sorry. And then you found all the text messages on it. No, I'm gonna have to label this a dub, sis, and I will have to call him a rake because he's still sleeping around with multiple women at 50 and lying about it. That's really the tea. He's 50 and lying about it. That is really the tea. Now, I don't know. You can't be 50 and lying about it. Now, if you're gonna do all that and you still gonna be Dirty Dan, you need to be Dirty Dan out loud. And that was our last high read for the day, and I can't wait to come back next week. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.